Okay, so this is it. We're back, and it is time to try and get this event planned out. I have a fairly good idea of how to do this. I have been practicing a little bit on it, and I shouldn't stumble through it too much, but there are some things that I want to add on to what I already know. So that'll be a little bit of fun. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have our character here. This is where he's starting. This is his cryo tube. I had to remove the sparkles, unfortunately, because primarily because I couldn't have them start on top of our spawn here. I might be able to add them later on with another event, but we'll see if I can or not. I'd like them to sparkle if they have power. Just a little bit of visual flair to the room, I guess, so it's again not so dead and lifeless. A little bit of animation, I guess. Doesn't hurt, in my opinion. But what we want to do here is set up our first event here, our first opening cutscene. This is going to take a few events to actually flesh out, but the first one we want here is for Emma. So we need to set the event up, go to the graphic here, and we want her facing up at the start of the cutscene. And priority will be same as us. The trigger, however, will be auto run. As soon as the game starts and it gets into this room, this event will run. Let's see. And the first thing we have to do here, let me get this kind of squeezed over here. We have to get her to move from this spot here to all the way over to our cryopod. So she'll be starting here and she'll be walking and examining these other cryopods and then coming here. That's what we want to do. So we double click on the line, that way we can start inputting our events here. And we want to go to set move route. And this brings up all the various animation controls that we have for the character. Not all of them, but this is how you move them around. You can change their graphic so that, say, they walk around and they dance and maybe they get hurt and fall down. That way you can animate your event here. Extremely useful. I've already mapped out her path here though, so let's see. We need 4 steps forward, and then she's got to turn left because she's going to be walking up through here and then turning to face the cryopods. After that, she needs to go 3 more forward and then look down at this cryopod. At that point, she needs to wait for 60 frames. 60 frames is 1 second. So we're not gonna spend too much time examining that pod there, because we do need her to kind of, advance the plot there instead of rambling on like this. So then we have her turn left again and go 2 forward and then look down there and then wait for another 60 seconds because then she's examining that one. And then again turn left, 2 forward, look down, and then wait for 60 seconds there. Now let's see, it should be first cryopod there. I want to make sure I've got this all right. Got the first cryopod, the second cryopod. So we need 1 more here. So she'll turn left, 2 forward, look down, she'll wait for another 60 seconds, and there we go. That will be her move thing. We don't need to worry about any of this. Repeat action, that will be useful whenever we're setting up the custom mobs that I plan to have instead of random battles. The enemies that walk around, you'll want them to repeat their path that you lay out for them if you don't make it random. So we'll just use this, what we've set up here, and make sure it's set to this event because we don't want it controlling anything else. And you can see it puts it all in right there. Pretty nice so far. Next thing we want to do, however, is, since we know she's going to be standing in front of our cryopod there, she's going to be looking down at it, she has to give off a little bit of emotion. So, on the second tab under character, there is show balloon icon. And we want it, again, to be for this event, and give her an exclamation mark. And wait for completion. I've had problems with events whenever I turn off wait for completion. Sometimes if I turn off wait for completion, it'll throw the entire thing out of sync, and events will just be entirely skipped. So for now, until I get better, I'm going to leave wait for completion on, and yeah, and that should pop up. And then we're going to test this here in a moment, but now she needs to go, Dennis, look. So she's going to be kind of alerting Dennis that, hey, we found something here. That's that. That's what this will look like. There we go. I don't need to worry about a batch entry because there's not that much text there. And there's that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that should be right. Let's test it anyways. It should be. Save changes? Yes. Might as well. And so, cutscene, game starts, and then here she comes. She's right there, studies him, looks at him, looks at that one, and then she's like, oh, look at this one. Dennis, quick, come take a look at this. This guy's still alive. So, there we are. However, there was something that I didn't like about that scene. If you'll notice, let's see that again. Right here, you know, I don't think we should be able to see our character like this. It just looks kind of weird for him to be floating on top of the cryo pods right there. So, we need to edit a few things here. First thing I need to edit is go into system here and start transparent on. This will ensure that the character starts invisible, so she'll get up there, and as she's walking through here, she won't be able to see him. He won't appear in the cutscene just yet. So what I need to do to change that is, let's see, I think right here, I might have messed this up a few times, but I think we need to add another command which will change the transparency. Now I think that this will change the player's transparency. We want to turn it off, because whenever I changed that option on the Systems tab, it turned transparency on. So, this should look a lot better here. Yep. So the cutscene starts off, and thankfully we don't even know that the main character is in the cryopod there yet. We just see this strange lady walking into the room and examining things. And then bingo, jackpot. And then we get a name drop. And then, voila, the hero appears. Well, he's not really the hero. He's not even really the main character. If I'm able to pull this off, there's not really going to be a main character. Everyone should have equal time, I guess, equal weight on the plot, perhaps, is how that would best be said. I'm not sure. But our guy still looks a little bit weird, if you didn't notice. It looks like he's still floating on top of the cryopod, which I am honestly not too happy with. So, let's insert another thing here. What could we do? What would it be? What would it be? Change opacity. That changes the character's opacity. So that would change hers. I don't really want to change hers yet. How would I change... Is it even possible to change my characters? Change whether or not... Yeah... We know about that one. I thought that there was a way to make him just somewhat transparent, to make him a little bit translucent. That way it would look like he was underneath the cryopod. See, I might have to find another way to change that. This is where the scripting starts getting fun, and I have to start trying to figure some stuff out here. We don't have to change it, but I feel that it should be. I can't really... I don't think I could. Let's see. I'm going to check this again. Walking animation. Can turn switches on and off. Actually, wait, I could set this move route here. Okay, I could actually set this so that whenever she reaches this part in her script that it would put these effects on the player character instead. So, let's do that. It seems better. We'll change the opacity to... how about half of that? 125. There we go. And then he should suddenly appear, but by the time he appears he'll be a little bit translucent here, a little bit see-through. I'm getting the hiccups. Let's see if this works. It should. Got my fingers crossed. Dennis, look! Yep, okay. So now it doesn't look like he's right underneath there. However, I still feel that he doesn't look just right. I mean, his eyes are wide and awake and alert. He should be kind of asleep in that pod there, so... let's see, there's probably also a better way to set this up. However, I don't know it yet. I kind of just have to jumble things together here as I go about. I want to insert another thing, though. Where is it? No, I don't want to show an animation. I think it's another move route option. Set it for the player. Change the graphic. Ooh. Now, who is the player? Who is the player? Where would he show up? Because I need an icon that is asleep. And there's not too many of those people, I don't think. Is there a sleep icon for each individual person? I didn't see his sprite in there. There's dancing ones, that's nice. Insane monsters, well... I guess this may have to do. You know, if I absolutely have to, I can edit little details like that on the character sprite sheets. I can go close their eyes and give them at least an icon with, you know, sleeping eyes with closed eyes there. I can't really do anything more like raising their arms or any other type of fancy animation, though. And it wouldn't look good if I did. Okay, well... curses. What does our main character even look like? Hang on. Can I change who he is? I want to see something real quick. Actor Norrin Stoops is who is in the initial party, so that's what he looks like. Let's see who we can change him into. Maybe put him under behavior 1, 2. Need to give him somebody who can sleep here. 3 could be... wait. How do I get to choose which one? Actually, I probably don't get to choose, do I? Well, dang it. Does this guy have one? This really doesn't matter. I don't need to be spending this much time on it yet, because chances are all of these sprites are going to change at some point. So, for now, let's just get, you know, temporary placeholder sprites up, and then as development continues, I guess, as we keep putting things together here, then we'll swap them back out later. So, that'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, we can do this then. Exactly what was I going to do here? I think we were going to change his character. To set this, and then change the graphic to something a little bit more suiting. Where were they at? Could have one of these, make him look like a sleeping statue. Actually, that's his right there, sleeping. I found Waldo! I found him! He's right there. That has to be him. Now, do I get to choose which graphic he switches into? Because it didn't look like it. Behavior 1, 6. You know what? I'm gonna test this because I want to see what that event does. I want to see how effective it is. See if it actually did what I wanted it to do. I don't think it will, though. It didn't allow me to choose which sprite from that sheet that I wanted to show up. Okay. Right there. And yeah, see, it turned him into... It looks like it turned him into a crystal there. Well... Dang it. There's got to be a better way to do this. Show animation. Maybe you could show an animation. Let's see. Let me edit this real quick. So how would I change the graphic then? If it doesn't actually allow me to choose. Oh, actually, I think I get it. Never mind. I know why it won't work now. I certainly know. We could use that one maybe, actually. Because I think it's only going to use the one from the top left here. Damage, damage. Got one that looks kind of close. Maybe somewhere around here. Again, even though I said I wasn't going to waste a whole bunch of time on this, I kind of want to see if I can find a match. At this point, it's just part of the challenge now. That's kind of close, actually. You know what, that'll have to do. I want to try that one. Okay. And then, we're actually going to script out a little bit more here. And then, as soon as she does that, I want to have them wait for a second, just a second more. And then, how can I get both of them to move up? Move route. This event, she needs to take 1, 2, 3 steps backwards. And, I think that should be fine. Okay, let's test that on her. However, at this... See, I need this event to run at the same time as another event. I'm sure I would be able to do that if I set up a few switches here. Because I need it to look like she is dragging the guy out of the cryopod here. She's going to be standing here, and then she's going to take a few steps backwards, and then he needs to slide with her at the same time. So how would I do that? I could set up a switch here that would maybe... Okay, hang on. Let me try. We're going to apply that. I want to create another event here. I'm going to test something. And the player, he needs to take a move route here. He needs to go... I don't know which way he'll be facing here, so... How about... just do 3 steps forward there. But what I need to put is, let's see, we'll name this event Drag Me, and leave that. No, it's not an action button. Might be a parallel process. Player touch, event touch. What would event touch be? That might actually be it. Starts when the event is touched. Well, no then, never mind. Actor, blank exists. Item, blank exists. Okay, so what I need to do is make another switch here. In this script, I think, we need to insert another script, or another switch, I think. I'm starting to guess here. This is the guessing part of this. That'll probably be pretty boring, to be honest, and probably fairly frustrating to some of you. Trying to switch on or off. Single. I guess we'll just... I feel like I should write this switch down if I'm gonna be using it. Like with this long list of switches, this just seems like it would be important to have a name. I'm gonna write down something there. There we go. So this will turn on switch 01. And then at the same time she'll pull back there. So apply that, and then this switch needs to only trigger when switch 01 comes on. Okay. I think that's gonna work. Let's test this. That sounds like it should work to me. You got this, Emma. This will all work out. I'm hoping. The script might get hung up on itself. Dennis, look! He appears. Whoops. Hang on. That was definitely not supposed to happen, but I think I did learn something. So that drags the player. It's supposed to drag the player. I didn't see him moving, though. However, she moved his route instead. Yeah, this event. That's what I want it to do. I don't know why that wouldn't work. Yeah, it should drag the player, if I'm not mistaken. I'm thinking of other ways that I might be able to get around this if I need to. Wait for completion. Maybe not. Well... Okay, this is 2 times slower and 3 normal. Is she on the same wavelength? Yeah, 2 times slower, 3 normal. Same as characters, trigger, auto run. Trigger... Should it be action button? No. I think it should be parallel processes. I'm going to try that. Sometimes it can be something as simple as, one of those little options there that determines why it won't work properly. I have a pretty good suspicion that this isn't going to work. But... no, because there she goes. And see, then it applies the forward movement to her, when really it shouldn't. And that's what I don't understand. Graphic, no. Should be maybe same as characters. It still seemed to work with parallel processes. So what if we did... What if we did this event? Maybe? No. What if... No, can my character even move where he's currently at? Can he even move out of that thing? I want to try one more thing here. So I really do feel like that should be working, but I'm going to move the character right here. Because I kind of think that he's stuck in the cryopod there. Because I haven't been able to move him myself either. After this cutscene should end. Dennis, look. There he appears. She moves forward. She gets stuck moving there because apparently she doesn't stop. I'm really screwing something up in this strip here. In this script. One step backwards. Yes, this event. Well, I really don't know what to do about this. Yeah, just skip it if you can't move. I'm going to try to set this too, to skip if you can't move. Let's see, where is that? Yes, no, skip it if you can't move. Wait for completion. I'm going to try this one more time. Makes it possible to sneak through. Maybe I need to do that too. I still don't know why this event is not working on the player. Maybe I need to set up something else here. Let's see. Let's edit this one. Or maybe even change it. Single. I'm going to delete that. We'll insert another one here because I want to try something. Control self switch. Timer. Countdown stops. No, it shouldn't be any flow control, I don't think. Well, movement. No, I don't want to use that. Could add another move route. Oh, bother. I'm going to try one thing here, even though I know this isn't right. Okay. Add 3 backwards there. And I want to try one thing here. Again, I know that this is wrong. But I want to see what this does. It should make the player move backwards 3 spaces, and then she'll move backwards 3 spaces. I want to see if it actually does that, though, if I'm understanding this right. Okay. Good lord, that was creepy. Yeah, see, that's what's screwing up. For some reason, she's moving backwards, and then she's moving forwards again. Turn down, step forward, turn down, wait 60 seconds. For some reason, she wants to keep walking forward. Maybe... Actually, I think I know what's going on. This event isn't canceling, and it's just continuing to cycle through, so... If I just had an epiphany here, this will work. If I'm just bullshitting myself, then this will do absolutely nothing at all. Which also should mean I should be able to delete that and insert right here that switch again. turn switch 1 on. Yep, turn that on. Apply that. Self switch A is on. Make a new page. And this turns self switch A on. However, we need to give her back her thing here. Just put that one for now. And the next one will be triggered by the player. Ah, you're alive. If this is going to work out as well as I think it is, I should be able to plan this far ahead. So there we go. And then that should be fine. And just leave it like this. We're going to try that. And then try this again. Sets to the player, skip wait, 1 forward. Actually, I think that this should all be backwards. Yeah, move 3 spaces backwards. As soon as that one comes on. Okay, we've got this time. It's not a pretty sight setting these things up with me. But with enough, screwing around after wasting 30 minutes here, we might have it somewhat done. Oh, good lord, where are you running to now? Okay, well, for some reason, holy crap. Well, for some reason my movement is all messed up now. This is just weird. What's going on with me? Who am I? I'm the ghosts of everybody who was ever on this ship. Okay. Well, apparently gonna have to end this too, because this is cycling through as well. So this will control self switch. There's probably an easier way to do this, but I don't know how. So we'll set that and switch the character back to maybe I shouldn't set a character up for this. Maybe I should just let the characters, whatever he's programmed to have, take effect. We'll try this once here. Where is he at? I think that's him. Just apply this. This should work. Self switch A is on. Okay. Gonna try one more time to see if this little cutscene part will work here. We still have to add Dennis to the scene. He'll walk over here once she's done pulling him out of the cryopod and stepping back a bit. Dennis, look. Okay, so that worked. However, our character dude appeared down there, and I know what I need to do now. I don't need to turn his sprite on down there. I need to switch my graphic back. And there's a few things I want to try here. First, we're going to put that right there. Second, go back here, and this needs to be nothing. So this will work. Then go back here, and we have to edit this. It should be step backwards will be underneath the top part. Step backwards will be out of it. So remove that. Wait. Okay, we don't need to edit this one. We need to edit this one. I'm running it through in my head. This, I'll get it. This will work. So we need to change ourselves back to full opacity and do one step backwards there. And this is pretty nasty, I think, because we're still going to be dancing around looking like a freak for these first two movements here. Look like we're break dancing on the floor there. But then we'll switch back to our actor there, and voila, this should work. we've got it. This is it, right here. After all that screwing around and guessing and everything, this'll work. Dennis, look! Okay, nope, I can't move through that cryopod there. I'm stuck in it. So I have to find a way to add that. Actually, hang on, I know how to do that. I'm gonna just... This probably isn't the best way to do it, but... It's unlikely that we're gonna see these cryopods in any other format than this. So, this middle part, we'll make that so that you can go underneath it as well. And... actually, hang on. Change actor, backward. Okay, we got this. This is it. I'm going to be saying that for the next 20 minutes. Every time we make a small little adjustment. This is it. This is the one that works. Because this scene, there's actually another thing that I've thought about adding here. To make this even better. Dennis, look. Come look at this thing. Hey, you should have kept pulling me. Why didn't you keep pulling me? I've done something wrong. Maybe because it's on parallel processes? Hang on. Skip if cannot move. No, don't skip. Because I think what happens is we accidentally bump into her, and then it automatically skips all of the things and screws it all up. So, this is it. This better be it. I need to pause it and go make some more tea here in a second. Come on, Emma. Pull him correctly this time. Got him. Now, I should probably tweak it just a little bit so maybe that he stays unconscious looking for just a moment until Dennis paths through to right here and stands next to him. Dennis is, of course, the security guard, Emma's husband. So he'll be coming in front of her, actually, and he'll be kind of profiling this area for a minute while she walks around over here. And that's whenever, you know, she'll yell at him and he'll come over here and check things out. However, there is one thing I want to add here before I take a break. And probably, well, I'm not sure. I might append it on to the end of this video. Yeah, whenever I come back, we'll probably try to set Dennis up then, but I'm not sure. It could be a while before I come back, and I might just decide to do that off screen and make this its own little video. But one more event here. Yes, one more event. This one will be a parallel process as well, and what we need to do is make it seem like our character is still unconscious, like he's still in the cryopod there. So, we need to tint the screen. Or would it be tint the picture? No, it has to be tint the screen. So we want to make it look like we're just now waking up. So there won't be really any color at all, just a little bit of blue coming through. We'll set that to 30, and yeah, we can probably wait for completion on this little script here. And on this one, tint the screen. Could be a little bit more blue coming up. Maybe a little bit of red too. Just a little bit though. Don't want to get carried away. Not yet. Let's see, another tint. Because it'll take her a few seconds to walk over there and pull us out. So maybe some more blue, some more red, a tint of green. This one, take it down to another half second. This tint, this time, take it all the way down to nothing. He blacks out again. A little bit of color comes back and then, bam, back to nothing. And then, let's see, this one can have a lot more color, actually. Because he snaps out of it, kind of. In fact, I should probably kind of lengthen this one right here. Make that a full second. And this one, even more color than previously. Greens and yellows are coming in quicker. Actually, you know what, better make it blues. A little bit stronger. Reds there. Make that for 30. Get a little bit more going on here. And then we're going to test this out here. It doesn't have to cycle too much. There we go. Another 30. And, what should we do? How about... because we don't want this one to go forever. So how would I end this one? EVA 0, EVO, conditions, maybe a new page where we shut it off with switch 2. Again, I probably should be real careful using these switches because I don't know how, how dangerous these are to actually be throwing around. So we'll have that on 02. Control self switch A here, and as soon as that kicks on, also, this will switch on the second switch here, which should disable the colors fading in and out, because by then we'll be awake. And as I go through these videos, yeah, see, there we go. As I go through these videos, I'll probably adjust the timing on all of this. So yeah, there's just life barely pulsing through our veins. See that? Dennis, look! Keeps flashing in the background. Oh, I thought it was going to even through the text there. She pulls us out. See, I should probably... Well, that should have ended it. But it didn't. Oh, I know why it didn't. See, it's all these little things, I think. Control set... or maybe not. I thought I knew what I was doing. See, it should have... Oh, wait. Control switch. Okay, so it's still cycling through there. Parallel processes. However, on the second page, what we need actually is to... I think it's just to tint the screen back to normal. I believe. And just end it right there. I could be wrong about that. Again, for me, editing these events, it's a game of just throwing something and hoping that it sticks and holds the scene together. Okay. Now this should shut off, I'm hoping. As soon as she pulls us back here. Should switch 2 on, no? Damn it. Ah, you're alive. Well, at least that works. There'll be dialogue there. There'll be different things we can do. But, I don't know how to end that. Oh, wait. Duh. What was I doing? I had this on the wrong event. See, that's one thing I should be careful of. Yeah, well, I want that on, because that stops us from moving. And, yeah, that's fine. But this is the one I needed to edit, derp. Okay, switch 2 is on. Actually, no, that should have been right. What the hell, then? Set this one to a tint. Okay, set that one like that. I'm going to try this once more. So... Next I want it to keep cycling through these. And it should cycle through all of these until switch 2 is called. At which point, when switch 2 is turned on, the screen should tint like this. And... I may have to add another switch in here. This is where I may have to start getting into flow control, maybe? Exit event processing. Ends running events. Actually, that might be what I need. Put exit event processing right there. Okay, let's try that. Priority below characters, trigger parallel process. There we go. This is the one. This is gonna be it. This is the one that works. Okay. But yeah, again, the timing on some of this stuff is probably gonna be adjusted. The time between fades, the strength of the fades here. The text will be altered, the sprites and everything will be changed here. Well, you're alive. Well, that was supposed to work. Maybe because... Maybe I need to set this to auto run. I really think I might be doing this wrong. Really wrong. Turn that on, turn that on. Okay, well, where is switch 2 being turned on at? Oh, you're alive. Are you turning on switch 2? It looks like the problem is that nobody is turning on switch 2, which means that that thing is just continuing to cycle forever. That would have been useful to notice. Okay. However, I want to input one thing here. This is where we're going to input switch 2. Apparently I must have deleted that at some point. There we go. Switch 2, turn that on. Apply this. And this is the one that works. This has got to be it. This time I'm certain. At least the music is peaceful. Rainy mood helps. Dennis, look. This one's still breathing, and aha, we can see. And then Dennis should walk over to us, and I can't move because I need to disable something still. Something is not running. Apparently I need to put skip or something like that. But yeah, there we go. That is nice. Now I wonder... you're alive. Yeah, but now... Now what's stopping us from going? Control switch A on. That turns that off. That's the action button. I've done something probably pretty horrible here. Actually, maybe that should be auto run as well. Instead of parallel process, maybe I shouldn't have any parallel processes on. Except for this one. Turn off that. We're going to try it here in a second. Just want to look over this again. That turns that on. She doesn't have anything running here. This is an action button because we'll talk to her at that point. This is an auto run. That's fine. Okay. Oh, another hour video coming up here. Can't believe I told you that this scene would take a while just for me trying to get it set up. I'm sure somebody who knows what they're doing could have had this up and going in like 5 minutes or less. Okay, where did the... Okay, there we are. For a second I didn't see us. And I still can't move. Man. I'm always breaking something here. It has to be with... Probably with maybe this one. Trigger auto run. Leave that one on the parallel process. Switch 2. Huh. Maybe not. thinking here. This is dangerous. What to do, what to do. I really think it's this event that is doing it. Could be this one, though. Because we move backwards. Skip if cannot move. No. Wait for completion. Yes. And on this one, there's nothing. How about that one be an auto run? Okay. I am kind of confused here at this. See, she should switch. She should switch to this one, and then she wouldn't have any processes running. There's something wrong with our character. His graphic has changed. His opacity has changed. Skip wait. Skip if cannot move. No. Actually, yeah, don't skip if you can't move. Okay. Apply that. And let's try this one more time here. Again, some of this I may just fix off screen. I'm not going to make you guys sit here through all of this, even though it is probably what some of you want to watch. But it's like 6 o'clock in the morning here almost. I'm about ready for bed anyways. And I'll probably work on and off throughout the day on this as I get the chance. A lot of the stuff I do in this RPG Maker is I'll sit down for like 5 to 10 to 15 minutes at a time and just mess with a few things, and then if that doesn't work out, take a break and come back later. Okay, well now we can move around. That's good. However, we didn't really follow her back in an orderly fashion. We just kind of rolled back through there. Okay. Well, got the hallway here, the West Hall. Yep. So I think I will call this video here. I'll probably work on that scene just a little bit, get it polished up. You see the direction it's headed. Whenever we come back in the next video, we'll probably try to add Dennis and the next few dialogue choices, because they're going to banter back and forth for a little bit. And then after that, we may try to set up our first battle, because right after they get established, kind of, and you know, once Emma and Dennis pulled Jaden out of the cryopod there, and they tell him, you know, look, things aren't exactly safe here, you just need to follow us, we'll get you with the other survivors until you are completely thawed out from your cryopod. And then before they can leave the room and go to the safety room, they get ambushed by a monster that introduces the player to combat fairly quickly. Because as soon as they leave the cryo room and come through here, there's going to be monsters that they can either fight or dodge. Because remember, no random battles, for the most part. So yeah, that's whenever we come back.